Hello and welcome to Summer Sparking Good Time. So today's video is my second installment of my comparing squares video. So originally, my first video I did, I had just done like one or two squares of both of these canvases. But before we start, let's go over what are we working with here? What are we working with? So this bottom canvas down here, I have everybody marked. Uh, this is Charleston Charm by Diamond Art, or by this is Charleston Charm by Angela Trotta Thomas from Diamond Art Club. This is second one with a pink tag is Aries by Esh Creative from Pam Diamond Paintings. This third one with the orangey tag, yellow, I'm not sure what we're calling that, is Night's Rest by Alphonse Muca from Diamond Painting Shop. And up here at the top with the blue tag, we have Find a Fit by Mari945 from Jaded Gem Shop. Now, I ran into a slight problem preparing for this video as the link to Night's Rest at Diamond Painting Shop is no longer valid. I get a 404 error. Not found. And when I do a search for Muca, this kit is no longer listed. Everything I saw on Diamond Painting Shop said their rounds were acrylic, their squares were resin. So I do believe these are resin drills. That being said, couldn't find any information to verify. But based on what I ran into, I'm assuming those are resin drills. We're going with resin, acrylic, resin. Okay? All right, I wrote notes. So, how am I going to do this? I think the best way for me to do this is we're going to start from the top. And I'm going to zoom in the best I can. Are we ready? Let's zoom. Okay. I've only completed these bottom two sections on this Jaded Gem Shop kit so far. Now, like I said, these are resin drills. Now, if you've ever heard of the Jaded Gem Shop like story of how Jade came to open the shop, you will know that her quest for the most excellent, highest quality resin square drills is how her shop came to be. Like that was her entire reasoning for the research, and then she decided if she was looking for it, other people must be, and so that's how we got Jaded Gem Shop. Yay, excited. We love Jaded Gem Shop. Now, therefore, these are resin drills. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, these are resin drills. Even her rounds, I believe, are resin. Last time I checked. Now, so far, I've only done two sections, right? Of the 24, I have this one section into, and I have had very little trash, like alarmingly little trash, if that makes sense. Like maybe, so in these two sections, I've maybe had 3 or 4 drills that I was like, oh no, no, and that was mostly like just little chips out of the corner of the drill. That's all I've seen so far. There's been no popping. Okay, I've had very, very minimal gapping. As you can see, like the gapping even in this light area, basically almost non-existent, right? Little bit, but I mean, not upset with it. Okay, not upset with it at all. Zero popping at all. Okay, and I would like it to go on record that I am not a perfect placer. So any faults you're seeing are most likely mine. Like I'm seeing something right here, and that's probably from me for multi-placing. I did purchase this kit in 2023. And to the best of my knowledge, this is computer charted with hand charting touch-ups. Does that make sense? And I know on this kit that there is going to be a somewhat high level of confetti. Not nearly as high as other kits or like budget kits. Okay, some budget kits. But I know that she likes this. It's the detail with her. So on the, that's very important on her shop is that we get the detail. So I'm expecting a high level of confetti. And not only that, as we get to the background, I know that we're going to have this gradient changes. So from, oh, where's my finger? So from here to here, I'm going to checkerboard out. From this color to this color, I'm going to checkerboard out, right? And then especially in this lace, on the round Mari 945 kits I've done, it's been a lot of confetti. I feel like this has had less confetti in the lace than on the round drills, to be honest. But I mean, I feel like there's less confetti in this kit than the other Mari 945 kits I've done from Jade. And I'm not mad at it. And as far as the drills go, like the height of the drills is extremely consistent. It feels very nice to run your hand across it. Nothing's popping, nothing's moving. I would give Jaded Gem Shop square drills 5 stars. 5 stars. Okay, let me zoom this out. And let's move Miss Find a Fit, aka Cinderella, off over to this side. Okay, so now we're dealing with Night's Rest by Alphonse Mucha. I'm going to take you closer. My little sticky fell off. Let me take you closer. Okay, so now as we're looking at this, do you see this? This was okay. Now I talked about this in my post review. I didn't like that up close, but from a distance it's good. But I'm trying to get there because that has, yeah, this painting is so big, and I just threw my notes. Okay, so I mean, there's a little bit more gapping on this one, but and like I said, I'm not a perfect placer. Do you see my? I'm not perfect, but there's a little bit of gapping. It was more so noted for me. Ugh. Oh, I hate that sound. Uh, Up through the white at the top here. This kit is like 4 foot something, so it was. See through here. So on, and these I believe are computer charted. The drills were, like I said, absolutely fabulous with minimal trash. They're very consistent in height. So like when you run your hand across this, it's smooth. There's nothing that feels like it's trying to come up at you. Everything is beautiful. Let's see. Oh, and the drills are very consistent in size. The grid is slightly larger, I think, for a bit. Just a bit. I think it's just not as tight as the others. But 4 stars. 100% 4 stars on this one. If it had a tighter grid, I think I would like it just a tad bit more. Let me move this giant lady over here. Okay. Let's zoom out. So, you guys should all be familiar with Miss Aries by Esh Creative from Pam Diamond Paintings. Now, this one is our odd one out. This one is acrylic drills. This was my first larger acrylic square drill kit. On my previous video, I said I didn't have a preference. I now have a preference. No. Okay. There's zero consistency when I run my hand over it. I had popping drills horribly. I had quite a bit of trash because I was trying to be real picky because this is the first Zodiac kit for my sign that I have actually liked. And I was so excited. Like I did a whole video on this entire set of 12 canvases because there's not one in the bunch I didn't like. But, hold please. Okay, I'm not exactly sure where I was because Trini just interrupted me. But I was thrilled about the canvas. I tried to do a lot better placement. And I'm going to take you closer. We're going to look at a couple different areas. Okay. This is one of the most confetti heavy kits I have done in a very long time. Okay. We did have a little bit more gapping than I would actually like. Um, and I still had popping. So at this point, I have to believe that it was the horribly dimpled bottoms. Like there were so many dimpled bottoms. That is the result of the popping because the grid I thought was really nice. I mean, a little bit of gapping, but not much. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not a perfect placer, but I was pretty happy with this, right? Now I think where am I at? During the sealing process, I lost one drill. I think it's over in this horn, but now I can never find it. So right there, the F. You see the F? One drill. That was one of the ones that I have fought. Start from when I put the first drill in it to even when I was sealing it. I couldn't keep it down. Now I have since sealed this, and I'm not having near as much problems. But I mean, I'm not mad at it. I was mad at it. I was mad at it while I was doing it, but I'm not mad at it now. But I was trying to show you like the confetti. Do you see this? Do you see this confetti? Like that's not even the worst of it. Um, like I kid you not, with only 37 colors in this kit, I still cannot believe how much confetti was in this. That was big bad, big bad. But I loved it. I loved the overall. Boop boop. Zoom out. But like the overall effect, she's stunning. I don't care what anyone else says. Like my mom doesn't like the image, but I just think she's stunning. And now that she's sealed, I'm okay. And I have a plan for the next time I venture into acrylic squares. We're going to do a test run when I venture into acrylic squares again. It won't be for a minute because I said ugly words and I'm trying not to say ugly words. Okay. So like I said, this was the only one I had acrylic. I would give this one a 3 stars as opposed to, I just can't give it a 4 stars and a 5 stars. If I'm giving Jade a 5 star and I'm giving Diamond Painting Shop a 4 star, I have to give this as 3 star out of the 5 star basis because it was more problematic. I mean, it's that simple. The drills are not the same quality. But is that saying I'm not going to buy from Pam Diamond Paintings? Absolutely not. I just have to go into it with a different mindset. And that's my takeaway. And this is sealed, or I would not be moving this if it was not sealed. But okay. And lastly, we're looking at Charleston Charm by Angela Trotta Thomas from Diamond Art Club. Now, I'm pretty sure we can all agree, for the most part, the majority of the diamond painting community would agree that Diamond Art Club is like the gold standard of the companies. They have resin drills, they're hand charted, the grids are almost perfection. Like when you run your hand over this, it is beautiful. Nothing is popping. No, there's very minimal gapping. Let me take us in. I want to go in on this. Okay, now like I said, I am not a perfect placer. But do you see we have minimal gapping? Like, and I mean, even in like the florals, I'm not having confetti nightmares. It's just stunning. I am so happy with this kit. This is also a 5-star kit for me. I mean, I think Diamond Art Club is who a lot of people in the diamond painting community use to judge the other companies they're trying against. If this is our gold standard, how does everybody else measure up to Diamond Art Club? Now, for me, Diamond Art Club, 5 stars. The same as a Jaded Gem Shop. Okay, so even though these are both what I consider 5-star companies when it comes to squares, if I didn't want to deal with high levels of confetti, I would definitely go with Diamond Art Club. If I loved confetti, I would probably look more closely at Jaded Gem Shop. I am one of those people who I want a variety and a mix. So for me, it's down to artwork. But these, I believe, are our current top two contenders for best square drills for diamond painting. Okay. So I, and for me, there's artists that Jade has, there's artists that Diamond Art Club has that they don't overlap hardly very much. And so there's things I can only get. I can only get Ivy Dolomar over here at Diamond Art Club. I can only get Mari 945 over here at Jade. So there's gonna be I'm gonna have to go to one or the other. And I honestly don't have a preference. Now, mind you, that Jades are typically drop shipped. So they're not ordered until you order them. Diamond Art Club, though, once they say, hey, the kit is here, it's going to be shipped typically within a week. Now, the problem with that is something that has been talked about quite frequently in the diamond painting community is the FOMO business model from Diamond Art Club. It is not uncommon for popular artists to have their kits sell out extremely quickly, like gone. And there is no like rhyme or reason from what I've been able to tell or what I've listened to other people be able to say that they can't tell of when kits are going to be restocked. Like, I don't understand it. And so, like, they are now referring to Diamond Art Club as the FOMO, business model because you're so afraid that it's going to be sold out that if you even think you want it, you buy it. Now, from a business standpoint, that makes a ton of sense. Considering diamond painting exploded during COVID, where we were all struggling to get things, it makes sense. But some consumers are kind of irritated at that. And I can understand that perspective as well. I mean, I can't get mad at a company for doing whatever they need to do to make a profit because that's what a business is there to do. And I can't be mad at consumers for not wanting to fall into that trap because it's their money to spend how they want to spend it. If they don't want to, that's fine. Now, me, I'm going to buy from all the different ones. Do I have stuff on my wish list that's come back in stock and I went, I don't know if I really want that anymore. Yeah. Do I have things on my wish list from both these companies. I mean, we talked about how much money I spent and I got real caught up in the FOMO thing for what was that? Black Friday and Cyber Monday 2022 got me. It got me ugly. It got me big ugly. And so that's why in mid 2023, I went on this horrendous, horrible, awful, it was supposed to be a no buy, but it's basically now a low buy. Not even a low buy, it's a dang near no buy. I have bought 3 premium kits, and I was wrong in my last video that I had talked about this. 7 budget kits since I went on my no buy. And 2 of those premiums and the 7 budgets were since May. But I have not bought any other accessories, storage, trays, pins, nothing. I said I needed to stop. Now, I'm not saying that y'all need to. I'm just saying that I realized that I was being a little dragon, and I understand we're in the year of the dragon, but I don't need to hoard so much. Um, it seems to be a common occurrence among crafters that we hoard supplies. And so I'm trying not to do that. But that being said, the the FOMO business model has been really hard. And I think I've finally beaten the cycle. Now, they got me on the Chris Ortega the other day. Now, we all know that. But I have kits in my stash and I don't even know why I own them. I'm like, why did you buy that? Why? Because at the time I thought I might like it, and I knew if I didn't get it, there was a chance I wouldn't get it. So I bought it. And I don't want to live that way anymore. And that's just my personal opinion. Now, I'm not mad at them for doing that. I mean, more power to them. Make the money. Come on, make the money, make the money. But you ain't taking my money just because I'm afraid I might not get it. It ain't happening. Um, Fear is the opposite of faith, and I refuse to live in it. So, that being said, these would be my top two as of from these four companies. The first two companies I would choose to order square drills from moving forward. Okay. After that, oh, she's so big. The next one would be Diamond Painting Shop. Isn't she stunning? I love some of the artwork that Rosa over at Diamond Painting Shop chooses. I just saw that she did a new Alphonse Mucha, and I'm like, this woman always after my money. Let me see if I can find it real quick, and I'll put a picture up, but I'm trying to figure out the name of it, and I can't remember. Hold on. So the new Mucha I saw over here that I'm like, hello, is Cognac Biscuit de Bouche, circa 1899. It looks like an advertisement by him. It's stunning. I'll put a picture up here. It is a pre-order. It's a 65 by 119 centimeters. Square resin drills with 70 colors, including 4 ABs and 4 fairy dust. Want it real bad. Want it real bad. And since I'm how much is it? How much is it? Because I'm like, it might have to be mine. It might have to come to my house. It's $94.95. Paid 109, 111, 100. I paid between 105 and 115-ish for this one. What is happening under there? Oh, okay. It's the plastic cover from Find a Fit. I was like, what is that? So we might need to own her. We might need to. And then it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a hot minute, unless I end up trying to do a technique before I buy another square drill from Pam Diamond Paintings. She gives me the option between rounds and squares. I'm just gonna choose rounds. I'm just gonna choose rounds. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna order from her. I'm just not gonna order squares from her at this time. I just, as much as I love this canvas, I almost threw it out. Literally, my mom and I had a discussion of, and she was telling me, if it's this much of a struggle, just throw it away. And I was like, I just couldn't. I couldn't make myself. And so I struggled through it. I did struggle through it. But now that it's sealed, I'm good. So if you don't mind that extra step, if you don't get as frustrated when you're working, maybe you're okay with this. But for me, this would be, of the four, the last place I would order square drills from, of these four. So last place is in Pam Diamond Paintings. Third place would be Diamond Painting Shop. And then tied for first, second is Diamond Art Club or Jaded Gem Shop, just depending on which artwork am I looking for and am I terrified of confetti that week. So thank you for so much for joining me. I know that I was all over the place, but I have like all of the feelings over some of these kits because um, Night's Rest, this is in my probably top 10 favorite kits ever. But I have to say that the square drill experience was only 4-star. And I'm not going to lie to you about that. I'm not. And Charleston Charms, as much as I love it, it's not in my top 10 favorite finishes. But it's spectacular. But Steampunk Prowess by Chris Ortega, which was a square drill canvas by Diamond Art Club, is in my top, probably. It's my number one. My number one. So that's just my opinion. And you know what they say about opinions. They're like something, but we ain't gonna say that because we ain't being ugly on the channel. So thank you so much for watching. Take what you want from this video or just ignore me. I don't care. It's just my opinion. You're more than welcome to have a different opinion. That's what makes us human. Um, If you'd be so kind as to boop a my snoot on your way out, I'd greatly appreciate it. That just means hit the like button. It's a quick, free, easy way for you to support the channel. I think you're awesome when you do so. Also, feel free to share this video with anyone you think might gain enjoyment from it. I promise not to be mad at you. Also, if you would not mind leaving me a comment, what's your favorite company to buy square drill canvases from? It can be one I've listed here. It can be one I don't have listed here. There will be more in this series as we go along, but these are just the 4 that I'm either currently working on Find a Fit or the 3 I have finished most recently. Night's Rest was June. Charleston Charm I finished in July, and Aries just got finished the 1st of August. And so, I mean, these are just what I have out and available to discuss. There will be more companies as time goes on. This is going to be a continuing series, hopefully. So tell me, um, are you head over heels in love with the one with the diamond art squares, or Art and Soul, or Enabler's Outpost, or where am I thinking? There's tons of companies out there, tons. So tell me your feelings. Tell me which ones you think are best. So I can like maybe check and see if they're in my stash, and if they're not in my stash, maybe I'll break my no by going over there. So also, if you haven't subscribed, feel free to do that too. I still cannot believe. Honestly, I never in a million years thought when I first started this channel, I was like, this is just my little hobby, and I'm tired of annoying people talking about diamond painting 24/7 because no one wants to hear me, and my friends and family are looking at me like, shut up. So this was just like a way for me to do that. And I have over 550 subscribers, and I don't know how that happened because I mean, I cried at 100. So thank you guys so much. You're making this so nonny happy. Alrighty. So there's tons of videos in the works. Like I said, I try to give you guys diamond painting content on the daily, but I don't promise you on the daily because I have a life and life happens. Okay. So I'm going to shut up now. I feel like I'm rambling to, to no end. So thank you guys so very, very, very much. And until next time, I love y'all. Bye bye.